Hey guys, I hope all is well. Today is Friday. I know a lot of people are happy. They got the weekend. Um, I will be doing a live, and it's a very important live. It was something that was brought to my attention. I really appreciate the people who helped me do my due diligence on this situation with Michelle and Queen Opp, aka Sierra and Danny. Uh, there was a deep, I'm talking about a deep interview, the realest of the real of what has happened behind the scenes in the childhood, why things are the way they are now with Michelle.
Feel like I'm being blocked for whatever dumb reason that I feel like I'm being blocked from seeing her, and I
Blocked
don't know
from
why.
who? Who do you feel is blocking
Uh, the person, her Kirby, her sister,
you?
the
Which is the
person
one you
who I
text?
contacted, I ain't text her mom because I don't talk to her mom. Me and her mom not the one that grew up together. Her mom and my mom are the one that have the relationship. I have the relationship, or so I thought, or so I thought.
Right.
I just wanted to see my cousin. I wanted to hug her.
So you
I did
basically
talk to
you
her over the
ba-
phone for a minute. I told her I love her and asked her how she was feeling. But I wanted to see. I wanted to physically touch her. I wanted to hug her. I wanted her to receive my energy of love, pure love and genuine love.
and you wasn't allowed to see her after she. You haven't seen her in how long?
No, the last time I seen her was when I told you I was at ShopRite, and this was had to
About
be
15
15
years.
years ago when before my daughter was born, who's 13. That was the last time I seen her.
So you've been resorted to doing a video.
I had to do a video. I don't even know what I'm doing on here right now. I don't, you know what I mean? Do I sound clear? How does this video
I mean,
sound? Like I
this
I
is
have to do a video in hopes that this will damn, can I see my cousin? Apparently other people can. From what I seen on Facebook, under the post that was sent to other YouTube content creators, damn. Can I see my cousin? Somebody that genuinely loves her, not some chicks that claim to be her friend. My cousin did an interview, Kirby. She did an interview about my cousin with a young lady that's a content creator on here, who I'm very grateful for, who I would consider. I might be wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong. Who somebody I consider somebody who was always in support of Shell, the young lady that did the interview with my cousin, right?
what would her name be? Can you recall?
I can't recall. I would have to look at my phone. It's waking up something. It was a young. Everybody, they know who it is. This was
Well,
the interview my cousin did
well,
about my cousin Shell, her sister, and the interview was laughable.
really?
It was laughable because it painted Shell in a light that wasn't true. It painted Shell in a false light. It painted Shell as someone
Did
who's
you?
just in a toxic relationship with her girlfriend
This
and
is
couldn't get out.
this is an interview with her sister.
Yeah, this was an interview with Kirby, Shell's sister, my cousin.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
And you said she painted a picture that was untrue.
She,
Kirby painted a picture.
yeah, she did. And
What
you
was
know what?
untrue?
I'm not
Can you recall what exactly was said or bits and
how
pieces?
intelligent she is, and she's so intelligent she get men. Well, let me discuss that. First of all, you don't have to be intelligent to get men. You could be a 5 year old and a pedophile will sleep with you. You could be 5 years old. You could be 3 years old. You could be a dog. You could be a horse, and a pervert will sleep with you. That's number one. Oh, she went to college. Well, going to college doesn't make you smart. It doesn't make you intelligent. It makes you smart. There's a difference between being smart and intelligent. Being smart meaning you know how to memorize information. You know how to regurgitate information. And she can't even do that. You have to
So
literally give her a script and beat it into her.
I mean, basically her future she has to be basically what you're saying. She has to be handheld for.
That's exactly what I'm saying. She cannot navigate the world.
How this could have happened. Queen Opp getting away with doing what she did to Michelle, the whole breakdown. And it starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to also emphasize that I would love for you guys to make sure that you subscribe to Michelle's cousin's channel, because she's going to be talking on this topic a lot and other topics similar to this on her channel. And she just came across as a real person, and she just said raw, uncut, how she felt. Don't care about what the family thinks on her Michelle's side, her side. She said how she felt about the whole situation, how a lot of things could have been avoided, how a lot of things were ignored. I get it. And we talk about, mental health all the time, on the channel, when we talk about like the Nature Boy carbonation, the Jaguar, right? And now with the on my channel, the Queen Op and Michelle situation, how these things can get out of hand the way that they can get out of hand. And I wanted to make sure on both of my channels that I spread awareness, that on my main channel, um, the main channel, you'll be able to tell it's the main channel because it has about over 17,000 subscribers. So that's the main channel. That's how you'll know you're on the main channel. The second channel has about 4,000, a little bit over 4,000 subscribers. But I'm having a live on the main channel today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it's early, but it's going to be a long live. It's going to be a long breakdown. I'm a commentary channel, so there's going to be my thoughts put in while listening to the interview. I have a new thing that I do now too, where after I do a live like this, a live commentary, I sometime will um let you guys just listen to uh the whole interview or whatever I was sharing with you, as far as video footage. I'll put a little bit of commentary at the beginning, and then I'll let it play. So I might do some of that with this video. It's a really really long interview, so I don't know how much of it that I'll like after the live is over with, that I'll do a premiere to. But I'll try to do something so that you guys can get all the meat and potatoes. And let me tell you something, it was not no fluff to have to take away from this interview that I'm going to share with you, because this cousin was so real. Um Everything she said, like, I want to cover. There's not one thing that I want to leave out. She just was just real about everything. I think she's frustrated because I'm quite sure over the years she saw a lot of stuff. And she probably seen it coming, but she probably felt like it shouldn't have had to get to where it got to. And Michelle probably wouldn't have been in the situation that she ended up in. We know she's a grown person, but we gotta start, being we gotta start having a heart instead of being heartless. And we got to stop saying foolish stuff like, oh, well, Michelle's a grown woman. Michelle is a grown woman who grew up, from my understanding, from what I heard in this interview from someone who was her blood, that grew up with her in the same household, with mental challenges, and her family knew it. And it happens a lot in families where they know that there's an issue, but they don't want to address it. They may feel embarrassed. They try to overlook it. They try to throw these people into the world that really need special care and don't get them any help. And then this is what happens: they get into the arms of predators, and they get taken advantage of. And that's just um without saying too much, that's just what happened to Michelle. She was brainwashed. She was made to think for so long that only one had her back was Queen Opp. She believed it. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make her a bad person. She was around this woman for 15 years, and she just took over her mind. She knew that she had some mental issues, even if they weren't being addressed, and she took advantage of it. And if you notice, there's a pattern of behavior with Queen Opp. She can never be solo when she's doing her dirt, and she's always got to have someone who's mentally challenged around her when she is with someone, which is all the time. She's never by herself when she's on social media or when she's in the street, because she got to look behind her back, for number one. But it's always somebody that's mentally challenged that she's using to get a bag or to clown. Sometimes it be for her own gain. When I say own gain, I don't even mean sometime for a bag, just to get her rocks off is how I'm starting to look at it. To make herself look bigger um than the everything in life, because of how she's treating that person that's around her. So, I really, really, really suggest that y'all tune in. And if you can't tune in, make sure you watch this video when you get a chance from beginning to end, because I couldn't stop listening to what the cousin had to say. Sometimes you can just come across an interview or a video, or movie or whatever, and it's so engaging, and everything that's being said is so on point that you just can't get off the video. And that's where I was at with it. So I said I have to share this. And the person who shared that link, because this interview was done like 3 days ago. Well, today would make 3 days. Yesterday made 2 days, but this is a up to date interview. Um, the way Michelle's sister a few years ago was talking to Empress from Big O, she wasn't even cutting the surface of what this cousin was cutting. I think she was kind of like beating around the bush, lollygagging, and still trying to brush things underneath the rug. And one thing that was deep that the cousin said, everybody's saying, oh, Michelle's back home with her family. But those are the same family members that um, allowed her to be over there with Queen Opp, and they knew what Queen Opp was doing to her. She's back with those family members. So, it's something to be worried about. And I kept saying to, my community, she'll be all right, Michelle will, if her family just stays strong and just buckles down on Michelle, she won't go back. So I'm just hoping that you know, they get stronger for Michelle so that Michelle does not go back. Because the way the cousin was talking about how her family, Michelle's family, knew what was going on and they allowed it, it kind of like turned my stomach. And it's really sad, because I'm quite sure they did know what was going on. If we knew it, they knew it, and they just turned a blind eye to it. And it shouldn't have took the police having to kick the door in to get Michelle out of there. But it happened. God don't make no mistakes, and she's home now, and hopefully she gets the help that she needs. So yeah, stay tuned. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today at on Friday, and it's gonna be a long live. So I'm usually on here about an hour. It's definitely going to be longer than that, because I'm going to add my commentary to it. And I just encourage you also, please make sure you also go subscribe to this woman's channel. So if you really want to get updates on Michelle, if you're really genuinely concerned, or if you really want to get the insight of how did it get to this point, The only way you're gonna hear it is from the horse's mouth, and that would be to subscribe to the cousin's channel. So I'll see you there for 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.